Keep California cowgirls from vanishing.
Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show. Training our horses and miniature cows in ranch versatility. Penning Rusty and Suzie, our bull and heifer. Roping Rusty with Morgan horse Semi. Training Eve to drive cart. Training Eve to work over her haunches with a motor cow simulator. Training Eve to lay down. Training Eve to harness, pull a log. Training Semi to harness, pull a log on turf. Jumping at liberty to music, making our Morgan horses our partners. Training Eve on a cow roping simulator. Training on our driveway, which is covered by sand, so we have a straight track. Stepping over poles, jumping over crossbar jumps. Training in our trail obstacles area. Semi on the big steps. Morgan horse Sadie doing obstacles rainlessly.
Semi drives a cart. Sadie pulls a log. Sadie learns to pull a cart. Miniature zebu heifer Suzie learns to drive a cart. Bull Rusty learns to pull a harrow.
Our next session with Sadie. We're going to be long lining at a trot, starting with Sadie and then working with our other Morgans here at Minmore Farms. The point being that we'd like to use long lines to give them exercise at a trot frequently.
Well, we're now ready to ask Sadie to review what she already knows, and we've shown this to you on prior shows. There is some gardening going on next door, a lot of noise, so I may be shouting to help you hear what I'm saying to Sadie and what I'd like to say to you. Step up, Sadie. Step up. Good. She tends to long line much better if I'm behind her. Step up, paw. Steady. Whoa. Now you saw her kick up her right rear. That's still that need for further desensitivity. She doesn't like to feel the rope, although she has tolerated better on other sessions. And it's been a couple days since we worked. She doesn't like to feel the rope down here, which also was a problem with Sadie when I was training her to cart. She just kept kicking up when she felt the cart tack down there in this part of her leg. So it's just going to be repetition, repetition to get her to accept those feelings, to desensitize her to those feelings, while at the same time we're sensitizing her to, in this case, ground driving. Now we're going to go in the other direction, and notice how I worked my way toward the center of a long line circle. But you see, when I do that, these lines tend to drop and hit her where she tends to kick up. So I'm doing it very slowly, and then I may or may not ask for a trot today. I'm kind of reviewing what she already knows, but the objective of this show is to get some increase in speed so that this long lining exercise can also be exercise for the horse. Step up, Sadie. Step up. Step up. Step up. Good. I just touched her that time. Now I'm going to go step up G. Step up G. Good. Step up G. Good girl. Step up. Step up. Step up G. Good. The left long line was hitting her in her sensitive spot. I keep trying to keep that arc in her neck. I want to see the outside of her inside eyeball. But I don't want to do it with constant pressure. I want to do it with pressure, release, and definitely release when she gives me the right answer. And that's what we'll teach her, what I'm asking her to do. Step up. Step up G. Touch. Step up G. Step up G. Step up. Good. She almost went ha. A little tug. She understood. Good, Sadie. Step up. Step up. Step up. Good. Just had to reach out that time with my arm extension. Then she understood she was to continue. Step up. Whoa. Whoa. Good. A little bit of misunderstanding there. I probably was pulling a little bit too hard. Notice she has a D-ring snaffle on today. Step up. Step up. I want her to go in the G direction again. Step up. G. Step up. Step up. Step up. Good. Step up. Notice the left line on her back leg. Good, Sadie. Whoa. Notice where I was positioned. I walked with her. I was in the center, but I walked with her. And my objective is to be in the center and stand still and just turn around while she goes around me. But one small step at a time. And based on her reaction today, and since it's been a weekend and we haven't worked with her since the end of last week, we're not going to try to pick up the trot today. We're just showing you the prerequisite skills to getting long lining at a trot. I always like to back my horse a couple times, so I'm going to do that with Sadie. Sadie, back. 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 Good. Whoa. Step up. Step up. Step up. Step up. Nice loose line. Steady. Whoa. See if we can get another straight back. 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 Whoa. Good. Now you see when I wanted speed, I clucked, because she was already going back. Now I'm going to say step up, step up. That time I just lifted my arm extension and she saw it out of her peripheral vision. Whoa! And she knew to go forward. So we are making progress. And I'm awful tempted to ask for a trot today, but you know, I think that step would be too big for today. And that's just based on what's happened here in the last few minutes. So we'll be anxious to show you, and I'll be anxious to try it tomorrow.
Ask Sadie to jog with her long lines on. I'm using a lunge whip, a bit longer than my wide arm extension. And I don't want speed, but I do want transition to the jog. Well, you'll see, because I'm going to try it right now. Notice that she has her cavallos on. We're still protecting her hooves in the front. We may or may not put shoes on in a few weeks when my farrier comes. Good, good. I just touch her with my tools if possible. Very little pressure, I hope. Notice the long line on her back right leg. She's not kicking up at least not yet. Step up. And jog. Jog. Walk. Very nice. Hop. Step up. Step up, hop. Have to change my tools. Put my lunge line in my right hand. With as little pressure as possible on that D-ring snaffle, trying to get that outside of the inside eyeball with that flex in the neck. So far so good. See how lax my lunge line is, my lead lines are. And jog. Jog. And jog. Walk. Good. Now, she started coming into me. I didn't want that. So just a little bit of tug with the right lead line. And she understood. Now I'm going to, as usual, ask her to back a little bit. Try to get that straight back with as little pressure with the long lines as possible. Back. Back. My tool, my lunge whip stays down unless I need it. Whoa, beautiful, Sadie. Step up. Step up. Again, all I did was show her the lunge line. I didn't even have to touch her. Good. With a slight tug of with my hands on the long lines, I asked her to, whoa, I didn't even have to use the word. Now let's see if a slight tug, zigzag, back and forth. Yeah, she got it. I didn't use the word. Now I have to use it because I'm getting a little bit of resistance. Back, 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 That's it. Now I'm getting that beautiful, smooth, speedy back. Step up. Step up. Good. And again, I didn't even have to touch her with the lunge whip. Steady. Ho! I like to use the word steady to preview the horse. When they hear the word steady, that is their cue to focus on my next request, which was ho. And that's all we're going to do today. I'm very happy with her progress. Session with Sadie in the wide open spaces of what we call our HVD pastures. We're going to see if we can pick up a nice slow trot with ground driving lines with Sadie today. And then we'll be on our way to giving Sadie exercise daily, or at least bi-daily, by ground driving. And trot. Trot. And trot. Very nice. Whoa. Good. Notice that the lines were touching her in the place that she used to kick up at. So far, no kick up. I'm gonna, before I turn direction, ask her to back. And we do have the side pull on her today. Back. Back. Very nice. Whoa. Step up, G. G is right. And trot. And trot. And trot. Steady walk. Huh? Good. Now, it is kind of slippery here, a little bit on a slope. It was kind of hard on this side of our pasture to choose a spot where it was flat and dry, although turf on the ground. So next time we do this, and we'll probably do it with one of our other Morgans because we know that they will do it, Eve and Semi, but it's been a while, and then we're going to go onto a regular program of ground driving for exercise, and Sadie just got an A. Corral that doesn't have a lot of turf. It's contiguous to our pasture where we let our horses graze for 5 or 6 hours a day. We decided to do it here in the corral, just close the gate and not have to move the other horses. And this is Firecrest Easter Eve ground driving with Brianna at the lead lines.
Back.
Okay, we're just doing a little bit of review here.
Back.
Need to get her to back.
Back.
I'm going to help a little bit.
There we go.
Good, good. Back, back. Very nice. Now, we'll try to get some forward motion at the walk. Then Brianna's going to come and man the camera, and I'm going to try to get a good trot going. By good, I mean I want this to be exercise and not just transition. And if we can't get it today, well, then maybe next time we will go out and make a really big trot circle out here and put the two herd mates in here and let Evie or Semi do a brisk trot in the pasture. That's good. Good. Brianna didn't know much about ground driving, and now she's pretty comfortable with it. It's timing too. If the horse hesitates forward motion, you need to catch it before the stop.
Step up.
Good. Good. Request a little bit of visual block. Not too much pressure on the drive lines. Sometimes you're giving the wrong signal. There, that's real good. Now I'm going to stop the camera, and in the other direction, I'm going to try the trot.
Back, back. I'm going to get a little bit of energy here. Step up, G. G is right. Step up, and trot. 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 And trot. Trot. Good. The ground is a little bit uneven. Whoa. Here. So I do believe next time we'll try to find a flat area in the turf out there. And Eve does have her caballos on, which are bobbing her head, I think, because the caballos are moving around. Step up, ha, on her foot. In a couple weeks, she'll be probably shod with steel shoes up front. Look how easy she's going. One-handed here. I'm going to ask for a transition, try to get a little bit of speed, and drop. Drop. And drop. Loose line. Willingness, she's willing to do it. This ground, though, is rather uneven. Back. We always like to do a back. 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 Step up. Step up. Move. One-handed back. 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 Move. Step up. We're getting there. We're getting to be able to use ground driving for exercise. Work with Semi today. We're going to try to get her to pick up a very brisk trot. And instead of doing it on the turf in our pasture area, we decided to do it back here, which has a lot of leaf deadfall, but it's not irrigated here, so there's no reason for it to be slippery at all. And yet it's got some dips, but it's relatively flat, and it's fenced, almost like an arena, but not an arena, because I really try to stay away from arena environments. It's not natural. It's not what a ranch versatile horse generally has to deal with. Okay, we're about to do it. Notice that we've got the McClellan cavalry saddle on. It's lightweight, has a place for the ground driving lines to go through the stirrups, and it was an easy tool to use. Trot. Good. Trot. I'm using the string to make a noise. Trot. Trot. And trot. Walk. Good. Step up. Good. Again, getting my string ready to help as an arm extension. And trot. My tools stay down if I'm getting what I want.
Try tapping her shoulder with your arm extension
Yeah, okay.
as you go around.
Good, good. And trot. Trot. I don't like that arch. She's counter arched. And trot. There you go. Steady walk. I'm going to try to turn her back around. G. Whoa. Back. Steady. Whoa. Well, she's on her way to getting her exercise by ground driving. Just a quick postscript, which will be a summary and a highlight. We've tried all 3 horses at ground driving for exercise in various places, and each horse has its own horsenality, so we'll just continue to give them exercise in the various places until a routine that's acceptable to everybody is found. And the problem that I was having today was very well handled with the help of Brianna's suggestion by turning my tool around, because this part of my arm extension is a little bit more substantial, and just touching Semi's shoulder. And she understood that a tap on the shoulder meant she wasn't supposed to be coming in towards me anymore. She was supposed to stop, and if I'd kept tapping, she probably would have just walked away from it. But instead, once she stopped, I used my outside line to make her realize by the pressure on her side pull on the nose that I wanted her to go to the left, and or at least in the other direction, and everything was clear, and she was willing, and we got our exercise done. Our cast of characters: Sadie and Eve, Semi, Rusty, and Suzie. Heifer calf Sela. For more information, www.cowgirlchannel.com.